Hello, welcome back to Simple or Difficult. In this week's tutorial, we'll be adding windows to our project model in Revit. Alright, to add windows to our project model in Revit is very similar to how we added the doors last week. If you have not seen that tutorial, please check it up on the link above. So the first thing we are going to do is we're going to load in the windows. Remember, I told you there are two ways you can do that. There are two ways, at least two ways, and I know you can do that. Alright, you can either come over here at the insert, okay, and then load it in, load family, okay? Or the way I love to do it, come over here, you select all your windows and you bring it into Revit, okay? All right. So we already did something like this last week when we placed it on. So in this week's tutorial, there are some few things we did not touch last week while we were talking about placing doors. We use this opportunity to talk about it now that we are placing the windows. All right, so when you come over to the architecture tab, you want to place window, come over to the architecture tab, you select the window tool. All right, you now, with the type selector, you select the type of window you want to place. For now, I want to use this concept place single window. Okay, so you select it, want to place it here. All right, remember it's context based. When you want to place it, if you are closer to this side of the wall, it is going to flip to that side. All right, so as you can see, there are things I want us to notice. You see these dimension lines that are blue, those are actually called the temporary dimension. They are here to help us place this window. All right, so when you want to place a window and you click, the window is there. Okay, you can come here and use this temporary. You can just click on it and then add a specific number that you want. Okay, you can add 500 here and then add whatever it is you want over there. It all depends on what you want to do. All right, so let's select another type of window so we can add in other places. All right, so just select it, go to where you want. As you can see, those temporary dimensions, they keep coming out, and just click to add. All right, click to add. The same thing applies when we go to the first floor. Select the window, come over here. I'm going to add two windows here. All right, on this side I'm going to add one big, very big window and another one here, then add another one maybe here. Okay, so let's go ahead and select the first window we use, so we can put it here and here. All right, so we have successfully, okay, let's go ahead and add one more over here. Let's select the window tool again. Okay, select this type of window, okay, and it's here. So we have a properly lit hallway. As we did last week in the tutorial where we placed those, we are going to edit these windows to fit into the design requirements. All right, to do that, first of all, select the window you want to edit, go over to edit type. All right, let's duplicate it. Okay, call it concept project single. So now we're going to come over to the height and width, and we're going to change them to be 600. All right. Okay. So we're going to adjust this one too. We're going to make this one to be 15 by 12. All right. So we'll come over to the height and we'll type in a 15. No, we'll come over to the height, we'll type in 12, not 15. Then we'll come to the height and to the width. Sorry. We come to the width and we add our 15. All right. So what we're going to do, we want that same type of window here to be here and here. We can select it and come over here and select the one we just created, which is still good. Or we can just go to the modify tab and select and use what we call the match property tool. Okay, you select it, you click on the element you want to match the property, you then click on the reason why it is not highlighting this one is because we already changed it in our type selector on the properties palette. So if you have changed it, it will not recognize it because it is not going to match property to something that it already has the same properties with. You understand? So when you come over here, which is a different element, a different window type, okay, you click on it, you see, it will change it into what we have here. All right. So we want to do the same thing over here. All right. So now like we did last week, we are going to use dimension to adjust the position of this window to ensure that it is placed at the middle. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab the dimension tool, make sure it is still on wall faces like we set it to be last week. So click here, click the middle of the window, click on this one too. Understand? This is already placed at the middle. As you can see, we're having 1905, 1905. When I click here, same thing. So the same thing applies to this one, already at the middle. Okay. I think the same thing also for this one, already placed in the middle. This one is not at the middle. If you want it to be in the middle, just hit the EQ button and it centralizes it for us. All right. So we can always select this and then use, let's say we want it to be, say 300 from the wall. We can always type in our 300 and it is going to work perfectly. And if you want to turn this temporary dimension into a permanent dimension, all you need to do is just click this thing over here. You see, it will ask you to make this temporary dimension permanent. All right. When you click on it, it is permanent, my friend. All right. So that is that for that. Let's go over to the first floor so that we can also adjust the windows over there. So we're here now. Now on this floor, we want these windows to be 1, 2, the same type of window, but we want a different version of it as per the design requirement. All right, so above here, we're going to have two windows side by side like so. So we're going to make them 1,200 millimeters by 1, that which is 1.2 meters by 1.2 meters. Okay, it's a square window. All right, to do that, come over here like we always do. We duplicate this window. All right, hit OK. Then come down here to your height and your width. It's already 1, 2 by 1, 2. Okay, all I'm going to do is I'm going to leave it like so and just hit the OK button. All right. So now I want them to be 300 millimeters away from the wall, both of them. Like this one on this other side is going to be 300 millimeter away from the wall. The other one is going to be 300 millimeter away from the wall. So you select it with the help of a temporary dimension. You select and then add your, sorry, add add 300. So you select this one and you also add your 300. Simple. Okay. So you select this one too. This is the other window for our toilets. So you come here, you click on it because we want 600 by 600 windows above here. We are going to select it and hit and select the 600 by 600 windows. For here, we don't want that. Actually, I want a longer window over here, a high end long window. So we're going to select this wall and we're going to come over here and edit the type to get what we want. All right, so as we always do, duplicate this family, okay, meters. So hit OK, come to your width, to the width over here, and add 1.8. The height, let's go ahead and add 600. All right, and that is it. So over here, we have already added a very big window. It's not a very big window yet. We're going to be making it a very big window. So this window here is, we want it to be 2.1 by 2.1. Okay, it's going to be it's going to be a very big window. It's going to be looking like a door, but it's not going to be a door. So we're going to have a 2.1 by 2.1 window over here. So we select this, come to the width, we'll type in 2.1. We'll come to the height, type in 2.1. You realize that I have not yet duplicated this and I've already started making changes to this family. I want you to know that even if you come in and you start making changes to the family, you can always duplicate it at any point in time and it is still going to be all right. So 1, 2 mm, by 12 mm. So hit OK. All right, and we have it. Let's go ahead and centralize this window as per design requirements. You can choose to take your own to any side you want. All right, let's match properties because we want the same type of window to be over here. Let's go ahead and match properties. All right. All right. So the same window is what we also want to have over here too. So the same match properties. All right. That is good. So let's go over to the 3D view so we can appreciate our model more, what we have done. All right. So here is our model in its glory. Okay. So we have to now ensure that these windows are at a uniform head height of 2:1. All right. So we select this one, we right click like we did last week, and we come over here, select all instances in the entire project. It selects everything, and we click here and then we add our 1, 2. Okay. The same thing we are going to do over here. Select all instance, the entire project. We add 2:1. Okay. The same thing for this one too. Come over here, select the entire project. I think that one is only one. You can always see the number of windows that you are selected when you do that over here. Let me show you. When you click on this and you select all instances in the entire project, you can see that we have 4 of that window over here. You can also see it here on the filter, but we'll be talking more about this filter in a future tutorial where I'll explain to you how you can select things, how you can refine the element category selected in a view using that filter tool that we can see over here in this contextual tool for window placement. All right, so let's go ahead and so the way I am orbiting around my project is when you are using I'm using a mouse. I'm using this mouse. So if you hold down shift and you hold down the scroll wheel and you drag, okay, it orbits round. Because someone asked me, how are you able to orbit without using this wheel over here? Okay, this navigation wheel over here. You can use this to orbit around if you want, but if you're using a mouse, you can just hold down your shift button and orbit around anyhow you want. So you select this one here, this window over here. You select all instances in the entire project, and you want to make sure that it is 2100 millimeters. The same thing goes for this little window over here. Select all instances in the entire project and place it where others are. This one too. Let's go ahead and select it. I know that one is only one, but always do an entire project. Unless you don't want it to select all the elements, all the family elements in the entire project, then you can do only the one visible in view. Okay, you can always do that on plan. You select this, you right click, you go over to select all instances, say visible in view. It will only select the windows that are visible on that plan. You understand? It's going to select these windows that are visible on that plan. So we are going to match the properties of this window to this window. They are the same thing, but we name this one correctly, so we can always easily locate them. All right, that is it for window placement in this tutorial. We might have to go deeper when it comes to window placement in a future tutorial, but for now, I think this is, as a beginner, this is all you need to be able to place a window easily in your project. All right, that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give us a like. If you are new to this channel, consider subscribing. Like I said, we post videos like this every week. Not only subscribing, ring that bell so you don't miss any of our future tutorials. All right, thank you very much for watching. I will see you in my next video.